Hello everyone! It's certainly been a while. I thought it would be fun to make a character design focused video today. We have a few different animation courses on our website, and I had drawn some promotional imagery for each course back when they were first released. But as of now, most of those images are around 5 years old, if not older. Not only that, but I've slightly redesigned these original mascot characters in recent months. So I thought the logos as a whole could use a nice glow up. A few months back, I finally took a day to redesign all of them, and now I'll show you guys my process of updating these course logos. For reference, the light colored mouse with whipped cream on her head is named Tan, and the darker brown one with a pink frosting collar is Chan. The small green guinea pig is called Gokun. I'm going to start with my logos from the Animation Through the Ages series, which focuses on animating in different styles across 3 eras in time. The first redesign was for my rubber hose animation course. The original image did fit the vibe I wanted, which was to resemble a classic cartoon title card. Originally, the title card was huge, so large that the mice characters were just off on either side of it. For the redesign, I have one character holding the card instead. But before that, I redraw the mice characters in the rubber hose style, with their designs altered slightly to match their current look. I made Tan's pose a bit more dynamic with a bent knee, along with changing the direction she was facing. I did change the coloring slightly with their faces, leaving them pure white instead of adding the black on the outer edges. I don't know why, I just thought it looked better this way. Also, since Gokun as a character didn't exist when these originals were done, I had to go ahead and add him here in the rubber hose style. I did color his face in traditionally, so I think it all worked out. Last, I'll reorient them in a more dynamic pose, and voila! Here is the original and the update. I certainly think this new one benefits strongly from the better posing, along with the third character to make the entire layout look nicer. Next, it's time to upgrade the Golden Age style logo. This course teaches animation on all things Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, anything from around the 40s and early 50s. As such, the logo should match those vibes. I actually won't lie, I always thought this logo was the strongest from the original set. Hence why I really didn't change much here. Outside of simply redrawing Tan and Chan to match their upgraded designs, pretty much everything is carried directly from the original. Their faces are a bit chunkier and not as slim as before, but I think it looks nice. It looks quite like a more modern Looney Tunes style, but I think it works. But don't worry, the original logo still appears within the course itself, so if you like that one more, you get the best of both worlds. I of course needed to add Gokun in as the last step, and I felt the best way was to make this logo as symmetric as possible, so I had Gokun facing straight forward, and I gave him a silly, somewhat pondering expression. This is one where I actually feel like I enjoy both logos equally. They each have their own charm, so I'm glad anyone with the course will get to see both. The third logo will be made in the style of the limited animation cartoons of the 60s. So, The Alvin Show, Mr. Magoo, and most works from the UPA. And this one I also thought was relatively strong, so I really didn't change anything here, aside from using Tan and Chan's more updated new models and adding in Gokun. I did change their shirt colors, not for any particular reason, I just thought they looked nice against the background. Here is the before and the after. I decided to place the characters vertically down the side of the logo this time, which I thought fit nicer since the aspect ratio is different, and I even think it fits for the style of the title cards for the cartoons of this era anyway, so I believe this all turned out really nice. Now for the final full course design, which is essentially a bundle of the 3 smaller course lessons. I actually did really like the original logo, which basically featured one mouse in 3 different styles, each holding up the course title. But since we now have 3 mascot characters and we're focusing on 3 animation eras, I thought it would be such a cute idea to have all three characters in different styles walking hand in hand as the cover. So I got right to work. I felt Tan and Shan should be the ones at the front and back in the rubber hose and limited UPA style, with Gokun in the middle in the Tom and Jerry style. This also allowed me to draw Gokun's full body since we didn't get it on the Golden Age logo redesign. So it all worked out perfectly. I will admit, I think I made him look a bit too much like Jerry. He's definitely giving more mouse than guinea pig. But he just looked so adorable that I decided to keep the design. Also, I gave him some cute green gloves to give him some Looney Tunes flair. These before and after are more drastically different than the previous redesigns, but I actually like the newer one more than the original. The movement of the image fits the animation focus in my opinion, and I also much prefer being able to show off different character designs for different characters and styles. The last real redesign for this video will be a new logo for our very first course. It was a course teaching how to create a 2D film on a budget using programs like Krita and Tinkercad. This one will also be different from the original since, to be honest, the original drawing wasn't specifically made for the course. It was just a random drawing I made when I was designing our mascots for the first time. I just threw it on a background with a title and decided that was it. So let's give this launch course the honor it deserves with a real logo. I had a laptop image that I'd used for another drawing, so I thought I would use it again for this new logo. I also had drawn a comic for Instagram that I thought would be nice for the visual imagery on the laptop, so I placed that on top as well. As for the drawing, I decided to have Tan, Shan, and Gokun hanging all around the computer. Tan leans on the left side looking to the right, Shan hangs off the top right edge looking upward, and Gokun stands at the front looking down, all with the main prop, the laptop, centered. So this one wasn't much of a redesign, it was more of a complete overhaul, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out. That'll be all for today, and I hope you all enjoyed these redesigns. I hope to make more character design videos in the near future. The last thing I'm going to show in this video is a bonus logo I made for a comic course, though that one was reusing existing imagery, so it'll be pretty quick. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.